Welcome back, guys. My name is Max. If you're new here, I'm a communication skills coach, and what I do is I react to different people's conversations, presentations, and interviews. If you're interested in this stuff, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Today I'm going to be looking at an interview that Taylor Swift did on BBC One's radio. I don't know a ton about Taylor Swift. I know a little bit of her music. Obviously, she's wildly popular and successful, and I know she's come a long way. She just put out a documentary on Netflix not too long ago, so I'm excited to dig into her personality and her conversational skills. I'll give you my thoughts. Let's get right into it.
What is it about this city that you love so much?
I think my favorite thing about this city is that in other towns or cities or whatever, things feel very spread out. But because of something about the New York, everything being on top of each other, like the night falls together.
When you first landed here, did you have that sort of cliche feeling? It was like, wow, I've made it. I can be anyone. I'm in New York.
That cliche feeling was literally my entire personality for like a year. When I would be like walking down the street in New York, I'd be like, I'm going to get my groceries in New York because I'm just a girl in a big city.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. She seems like a really lovely person. Like, that's my first reaction. But I'm kind of getting right off the bat, and I haven't really analyzed Taylor before, but right away, I'm kind of getting like a vibe that she's maybe just a little anxious. Maybe it takes her a while to sort of settle in, but that's my first reaction.
I do need to talk about that. He who shall not be named, Scooter. Have you actually found sort of, I guess, peace, everybody knowing your side of the truth?
Yeah, for sure. I know
Yeah.
exactly what happened. I think if you look at what happened, it's very obvious. It's just right there.
Yeah.
So it's actually really beautiful to get to go in and re-record this music that now I know how much it means to the fans. So I'm choosing to look at the excitement part of it. Am I happy it happened? Absolutely not.
She speaks well, she carries herself well, she's polished, she gives good answers. I just feel like they're a little rehearsed, and I don't fully blame her. I feel like she has to sort of be on the defensive, or like it seems like she feels like she has to be on the defensive because I don't know the scooter controversy, but you know, I can just sense that Taylor doesn't like the confrontation, and I can sense a little bit of the defensiveness there, which again then leads to her sort of staging and scripting her responses. She doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. That's sort of what it seems like here so far. But she does seem like a lovely, friendly person. I believe that. And again, she's carrying herself very well.
So it's strange to have an album that seemingly on the face of it, on the surface, seemed very dark. There was like a secret, like, double meaning of that album in that there were a lot of love songs about what my actual life looked like, you know? But now I get to make this album Lover that's just like, for me, this album is freedom in every single way.
You know, that seems sincere at the end there. It doesn't seem like she's like fully present in this interview. You know, something seems a little off to me.
Reputation is about trying to have a nice time in spite of a lot of things. Like, Lover, I just want to have a nice time.
Yeah, and we hear it.
Period.
She just wants to have a nice time, period. Now look.
I just feel like it's almost like she can't fully relax. And it might be that defensiveness that I talked about earlier, where she just feels a little bit on guard. She feels a little bit judged or criticized, and she just can't fully let loose. I'm not sure what it is, but that's what I'm sensing.
You are this singer that everybody knows. You are somebody that is spoken about whatever your intention is. Like I said to my producer earlier, you could tweet the word hello, right? And the Swifties would be like, yes, Queen, she said hello. But then somebody could be like,
Passive aggressive.
why is she saying hello?
Petty.
Queen?
Why
Yeah.
did she do that?
Yeah.
Why is she greeting us?
Yeah.
Who is she greeting?
Yeah.
She greeted us too soon.
What did I just say? She's very aware of the criticism, and she just named all of that, no problem. Named all of the criticism. She's very aware of what people say, of what the critics say, and I think this was a big tell. And I think that kind of carries through in her conversations. Again, this is the first interview I've ever seen with Taylor Swift, full on, so that's the impression that I'm getting from this.
That part of the job is fun. Like, I remember when I first got a record deal, I went to Nashville and I was like, you guys don't understand, like, the internet's gonna be a big part of music. I just, like, I find it interesting. I'm not like gonna sit here and ever be the person that's like, it was only good the way it was when I started. Like,
That's cool. She's got some cool insights, and I feel like she does have some good wisdom that she's learned through her journey into superstardom. There's just a sense of protectiveness, like she's protecting herself. You know, I couldn't imagine the criticism and the judgment that comes with the stardom. She seems like a lovely person who's had to go through a lot.
you really can't care at a certain point if you're gonna be honest about what you think and how you feel and what you believe in. Like, it's just, you have to, I think, put it out there and then just log off. So that's what I do.
Okay. I feel like, you know, I wonder, is she taking her own advice? Because it seems like she does care. Throughout this interview, just sensing a little bit of her walls being up, sensing a little bit of defensiveness. But, you know, I wonder, again, if she's really taking her own advice.
Only when the Dixie Chicks and Shania Twain and Faith Hill came along did I see people who were making these storyteller songs using acoustic country instrumentation, but putting on like pop spectacle shows. They affected me so much and they inspired me so much. And like, to have them on my album is something that feels like a full circle thing in so many ways that I can't even.
It's cool to see her paying respect to the Dixie Chicks. And, you know, it's always cool to hear big artists pay respect to other big artists. Taylor's just, you know, she does seem like a really lovely person. And I do like her. I just wish she could bring those walls down, and maybe there's some other interviews I can check out where she's a little more herself or a little looser. I've got a pretty good impression of her from this interview. If there's more, let me know. If there's other people you'd like me to react to, let me know. And if you haven't yet, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be putting out a ton more videos reacting to people's presentations, conversations, and interviews. So if this is your thing, tune in. I'm Max. I'll catch you soon. Peace.